and tonight we are here at the It's Just a Comedy. And I have the special pleasure of being in the company of a very funny, very charming young comedian that goes by the name of Talent.
Wow.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about what's going on here tonight?
Well, basically, it's around my birthday time, and everybody in New York know that when it comes around my birthday time, I always do something, a show and a party, you know, I do both. So this is like the middle of the month of May where I give them the show. You know, so we're doing 2 shows a night, and then the end of the month we'll come back with a party. But I mean, tonight is hot. You know, we got Monique in the house. We got Bruh Man in the house. Tracy Morgan from Saturday Night Live is here. Hamburger's here. Joe Torre, Guy Torre. My man from Sunset Park who plays Spaceman. Terrence Howard is in here. So we just hanging out.
So is this something you plan to do every year, have a comedy tour?
Oh yeah, I've been doing it for the last 5 years, and basically, I mean, this tour here is to promote my comedy album called It's Just Comedy. It's coming out the end of the year, and we're doing a world tour to promote it, get the word out. And then after it drops at the end of the year, we're going to do another world tour to remind that it's out, you know, just to stay out there and keeping people here.
And how did you decide what comedians to pick for your tour?
Well, I mean, I just think about people who kind of like tickle me, because I'm real picky, and so people who tickle me and make me laugh who are also cool with me. You know, I got a lot of friends in comedy, and it's very hard to pick. You know, don't think, you know, because a lot of my friends out there in comedy might say, well, he ain't pick me, I don't make him laugh. It's not about that. It's a combination of a few things, you know. You funny, you tickle me, and you have some sort of a national draw. You know what I mean? So together, we can pack a 2,000, 3,000 seater and make a tour go on. Because if you don't pack any houses, tour end of the month. But it's our 3rd month. You know, God bless, we've been doing well. So we keep going.
Are any of tonight's comedians featured on your comedy album?
Actually, yes. Tracy Morgan will be on there. Monique will be on there. Hamburger. You know, and hopefully I'll get Bruh Man on it.
So when do you plan on dropping this comedy album?
End of the year, October, November time, we'll drop it.
Okay. Tell me, do you write all of your own material?
Right now, yes, you know, because I perform from like natural ability. I don't really read a book or anything to get whatever from it. I just go off of my experiences and real life and stuff that I know is relatable, you know, human instinct.
That's how you come up with your material. Okay. Now, I know you started out as a rapper. Why the change? See, he thought I didn't know that.
You're going to blow me up just like that. You're just going to blow me up.
Why the change? What made you pursue comedy?
I always knew that I was going to be a comedian. But when I was a little kid, I thought it would be like 40, 50 years old before I did comedy, because growing up, there was no young people in your face. You seen Richard Pryor, Red Fox, that was it. So before I planned to, there was a big black comedy boom where young black comedians were doing their thing, and the doors were wide open. So I just, you know, peeked in the door, you know, just peeked my head in the door, and it was like, you know, being addicted. I couldn't stop.
And at what age did you realize that you were funny and that you had a gift to make other people laugh?
I knew as a little kid that I could make people laugh, but being on a stage, doing actual stand-up in front of people, it's a whole different thing. Richard Pryor, Red Fox, of course, Moms Mabley, Esther Rose. I mean, you know, a lot of the comedians, and there's a lot of white comedians that are hilarious to me. You know, I like Rodney Dangerfield. I like John Mendoza. I like Richard Jenney. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's a big list.
When did you get your first big break? What put Talent on the map?
To me, my first break, a comedian named J.B. Smooth let me get on stage for the first time. That was my big break. The rest is inevitable. You know, I think God has a huge hand in everything that happens. And when I wake up every morning, I feel God's hand on me. And I feel things moving. I feel steps being climbed. So I got to go back to that first big move to me was J.B. Smooth putting me on my first stage.
Okay.
Let me tell a joke.
Okay. Now, I know that you come from a large family. Did they support your... I'm sorry. come from a large family. Did they all support your decision to become a comedian?
Yeah, they always thought I was crazy because I started joking around at a young age, but they always supported me. Nobody ever really, and as far as my family go, nobody really ever knocked me.
Okay.
And, praise God for that. You know what I mean? And now I'm almost, in 2 months I'll be 7 years deep in this.
Okay.
And now I'm entering new things, new business. I'm really putting my hands on the business part of it. Opening companies along, with my partner Quincy Morris and stuff like that. Like to support this tour and the album is, is Robin Hood Entertainment. That's my company along with my partner Quincy Morris. And I mean, we're just really putting it down, doing stuff like that.
What sets you aside from other comedians?
I think the fact that I probably care too much. Probably, no matter what material I'm doing or how I'm putting it out there, I genuinely care. In my heart, I won't go too far over here. I won't go too far over there. I'll put it just enough to get you to bust the gut, but I really care about taking it too far. So I think that right there in today's market of comedy and stand-up, I think that would separate me.
Okay. Why don't you tell our viewers out there, in case they don't know, some of the comedy shows that you appeared on?
Well, I've done everything there is to do. Caroline's, Def Comedy Jam, Apollo, Uptown, HBO Snaps. I've done videos, Nothing But Love, He's Mine, Moke and Steph, Where the Party At, Milkbone, Yvette Michelle, I'm Not Feeling You, movies, Sunset Park, A Brother's Kiss, Full Court Press. I'm about to work on a new movie called Fishes Out of Water. I mean, I'm constantly going on and on. Right now, I'm concentrating on the album and the tour.
Okay, the album and the tour. Okay, I'm sure everyone will be looking forward to that. Now, the name Talent, it really suits you well. Not only are you funny, you're a gifted writer, and you also have your own company, Robin Hood Entertainment. What's your vision for your company?
We want to tackle a lot of stuff. Entertainment, be that I was in it 7 years, I know a lot about it. So we want to tackle a lot of different aspects of entertainment. We want to grab singing, music aspect, acting, writing, producing, directing, sponsoring. We just want to get every corner of it. Eventually have Robin Hood producers, Robin Hood rap records, Robin Hood R&B records, whatever. We want to get our hands on all of it, and we want to create more jobs for my peoples.